Maupito ko sa iya maupefo ke fo hiva ko ni, and I always like this song. It says, "When am I going to listen to it?" Something like that. But anyway, I'm Siwaki Levi, and I just started over the show because we had the bad internet connection, and I'm here from Salt Lake City, Utah, to sorry guys. So basically, Tongan youth athletes, as we begin, I want to welcome everybody as we try to start this new show where we can talk about some of the rising stars or the upcoming outstanding athletes. Especially I like to focus a lot more on basically on student athletes, together. And so we will learn a lot about the benefits that, especially to our Tongan parents, whaawhia tu I mautolu. E kamata ko ia ke langa ai sou ko e ni, ke whaia talanoa ki e tau whanau. Not only to number one, have the public awareness of who's who with these kids that is, starting their career in sports, but we also want to talk about the importance of education and all the other complete package to support and encourage these young athletes to do good, to do well in whatever they're doing, So the idea, and we will invite coaches and experienced people to come on the show to share their experiences, and this network will have many skilled, great mentors who will come and share their experience, and I'm sure we're all going to learn from it, along with highlighting and talking about young athletes from all over the world who's making some good promising, or maybe can share some examples that we can all benefit from. There are many different directions that we can use on this show. We're also going to talk live to some of the current athletes in college as well as in high school, and their parents and their coaches, and that's why we have different people representing from different states, countries, and that will bring and talk about the youth in their area. And I'm so excited about this product because this show, because there's many things, like knowing who's whose son, whose grandson or granddaughter, that is doing well, or is really interested in being serious. Then we talk about other things that being an athlete can help, how being an athlete can help their studies, their education, also their discipline, of helping with their attitude and many things, all the way to preparing to get a scholarship out of high school, because that will be some big accomplishment for most parents and athletes to be able to have a free education from their effort. We also will ask those who have accomplished so much in sports to come and share some of their stories that will help shape these athletes to reach the very top of their sports. I think we're gonna have a lot of fun, and we can talk about how sports is one of the um, major way of getting support to our families, and overall, away from bubble, meet the grade requirements that is required to go to college, go to universities, to get a degree, to get a career going. So, yeah, I'll talk about some of the athletes that I brought straight from Tonga, New Zealand, Australia, who are doing real well right now in high school, in college. We're also gonna find some of our top 10 athletes in different sports. It's all right here, coming up sometime soon. Let me play this song for you all, please. I need a song that has a video with it. Yeah, that's what I needed. A song with a video so that you all can watch the video while I'm finding out my helpers, trying to get them to. You know what? I love this song. I'm going to play it. It's almost a spiritual song, but it brings some special message to us. Yeah. And I'm going to show it to you all. What a song with a powerful message. Guys, like in sports, it's almost the same way. One step at a time. So before I wrap up tonight, like I said, it probably a difficult night with a lot of things going on. But like I said, we still in the uh, phase one of trying to introduce this program so that more people be aware of it, and you know, trying to get familiar with this new radio station called Pacifica. So VTF, Make Tarifolau, abbreviated at VTF Pacifica, and spelled as Pacifica, Pacifica. I'm still trying to learn the name so that we can try to establish this, where there is a Samoan show, Fijian show, Tongan show, but we'll do it in English, and we'll maybe, speak some of the separate language at the same time, and trying to build it, because like anything else, we want to build a home where people know where to go and be consistent with the time, and that's basically what I'm trying to do here. And I struggle myself to try to find, and I try not to share too much to people who don't understand, because they might get mad at me. But I know this show someday, like I said before and explained, it will stand for what it is, for people to come in to learn and to see young athletes, And I have a whole list that I didn't want to get into, and I'll invite some of these players. We're also going to catch up with the Tongan players who got drafted in the NFL last week and 2 weeks ago. So we will talk about them and where it, some idea. We'll talk about some of the upcoming college stars, guys who are doing real well in different sports. We're going to look for girls who's doing real good in sports as well, because this is like not a male thing. This is for both boys and girls. But we also have some events that is kind of on hold because of the lockdown, but look like we will slowly open up to do some of these events that we always have. Then we're about to improve. Like I said, I'm trying to be consistent with my coaches from different areas to come in and report who is it from their area that that coming good. Last week, Felipe Tuivai reported some great athletes from Seattle. The week before, I had Trinity coach Moses Vakalahi was with us. David Vimahi from Hawaii, Toke Kefu from Sacramento Bay Area, Chris Mamalanga from LA. I just invited Malakai Mahe from Tonga, Tony Sekona from LA as well. I also had, don't want to miss anybody that I had here already, asking, different ones to come in. We will have a representative from New Zealand and Australia to talk about, the athletes that they have, So that's what this program is all about right now. It's like 8 o'clock Pacific time, which is California time. And I think everybody can find their time zone when they know the Pacific time. So we're trying to do it on Tuesday night, 8 o'clock p.m. Pacific time, and that's what we hope for, in the future. But So like I said, for tonight, we just want to make sure that I'm learning how to share the information, what is exactly the station that I can share it to my people so that they can follow through. And it will take time, but I'm okay with it because I rather build something that will be permanent and firm and stays with a a certain time so that someday, especially when we get around to football season beginning, that we have an idea of uh, of where to go. I think many of our coaches and are very busy and today, but I've talked to some and hopefully we can build it and make it more consistent so that I'm here with some of them each night. There's gonna be many that I'll try to invite to contribute because it should be a worldwide, where many can report about, their people and their corner of the world. Um, and like I said, and I didn't want to repeat myself because some of you probably, most of you probably gonna watch this later tomorrow and next week to see what I already talk about or what this program's supposed to bring and what it's supposed to be. And I'm fine with trying to introduce it because as I try to be more consistent with the people that I've asked to come in and help me. Um, but yeah, so I've been with you for 50 minutes, so I guess we are wrapping up. And I don't know if Chris is available, but I hope he show up so he can join me as we say our final say for the day. And until next week, guys, I'm more than welcome to invite you all, and I promise to bring more people with news of different individual and just basically tips of of what they can give or share with you all that might help uh, to encourage our young ones to stay positive and to do the right things. Sometimes they focus on the sports only and neglect some of the most important things that we probably bring to you all from the side on the challenges of these athletes. Remember, they are athletes because they are talented. So that may not be the problem. They may not need the encouragement to stay with the sports and to play because they enjoy it. It's their talent. What they need to learn is the outside activities or things that they may not be aware of or may not focus on that will creep up and interfere with their preparation or their priorities or what they are aiming for. And I'll just ask Chris to share his thoughts tonight since he came in. Thank you so much, Chris, for joining me. And I'll give you this time to share anything that could help our listeners, our youth, whether it's tonight or tomorrow or next week, they'll get a hold of this. Hopefully, they will. Thank you, Chris.
Hey, Shwaki, how's it going?
Oh, fine. Thank you.
Yeah, apologies. I was just wrapping up a call earlier and just had a chance to jump on.
No problem.
Yeah, I'm just on my way back home, and it was important for me to get on at some point. So just happy to be here. And looking forward to the season coming. The off season is coming up. A lot of the college kids who are at university right now are starting to come back home. Really want to encourage all those kids who are coming back home not to come home and just lay around and do nothing. Now that they have a break, they should continue to train, stay prepared, because this coming up season is going to be crucial, especially the kids in college who We have dreams of going to the highest level. There's no time to relax. But aside from that, man, just really excited that sports is opening up all over the country. I know here in California, June 15th is our magic date where everything will be open. But the training's already started, so a lot of my NFL guys will be returning for off-season training. So looking forward to working with those guys. But not sure exactly, Siwaki, if you had any other aspects of tonight's call.
Chris, I think what I had some calls. I think I'm going to move the time to 1 hour later. I think this hour people are just trying to wrap up. So I think 9 o'clock at California time, which is 10 o'clock here in Utah, and I know at Texas is 11, but that's when Moses Vagalahi is already home from his part-time job, and I thought earlier would be better, but I got some of the message from most of the coaches today seem to favor just like starting like in 10 minutes from now, or even at the half hour where I come in at your 9 California time and kind of prep the stage to 9:30, and I think that that's a change that will be way better for me, and I'm glad some of the others also asked for that, Chris. And knowing your schedule as well, it may also give you time many times. So I think that's a good swing that I learned tonight.
Yeah, I think that's for California at least. I know Hawaii is another 3 hours behind us right now. So I think that'd be a good move timing-wise. And in California, at least, it'd be a little bit later, of course, in Utah and Texas. But at least you'll be recording it and being able to broadcast it for people to see at a later date or later time.
Yeah, folks, so as we wrap up, I am so happy that Chris Mamalanga, you're going to learn a lot from him. As I said last week, Chris also trained a good number of guys prep them for the draft every year since 2009. And some of his guys were drafted starting from round 1. And guys, we have the name of coaches that I've mentioned tonight. Like I said, we were new and we're trying to adjust our time where it's kind of right for people. So bear with us. It might take us a couple more months as we prep for this upcoming season and get to get the hang of this equipment, this Zoom and global radio. So bear with us, but promise you there'll be some great thing coming from here, the Tongan youth athletes, and these are our kids that we will focus on. So I want to thank again for all of you who took the time to join us tonight, and hope that we'll do better next week. It'll be at 9 o'clock when I come on, but I'll probably have my guests like at 9:30, and we're gonna use Pacific Standard Time all the time because that's the time I believe that that people can relate to. I know that I can't always repeat the time all the time, so please just look into the world clock, and you can match up to the LA time, or California or Pacific Standard Time, which is 9 o'clock, new time for this show on next Tuesday. Thank you very much, and I want to end this program with this song. Slow song, but nice Tongan song. Thank you. Until then, see you guys later. Mahalo. Thank you. Thank you, Chris. Lo salió
Yes.
Thank you. We'll see you next week.
Faka